YouTube, you listening?
Yes.
Just tell me to do it.
First of all, Trump's
Shorter.
the trophy to the winning captain. Right.
No, Willis going to award the trophy.
So the Crump doesn't have to award it to himself.
I'm taller than him.
He's wearing high heels.
Anyway, I think we're going to tell you what a successful season we've had, but most of that will come from Trump.
Yeah.
His work that I'm very grateful for, and I think we all are.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know the trouble that's caused on Friday and Saturday nights. But anyway, the winner of the trophy, yes, are we here? Is I think by the odd goal is Mr. Crumpton, whose team won 3-2.
3-2?
Yeah. Hooray! Well, that the referee remembers all the details of the game. He wasn't watching from.
Yay! We gave my bloody good I'll share it with Sue. So that was good. Have a kiss Can we get another Guinness for Willie?
Listen, Mr. Crumpton is now going to take you through the season. So if you want to come back about 4 o'clock.
Stoney, Willie, thank you very much.
Yeah, in the camera.
Very enjoyable day, very enjoyable game. Yeah, it's a shame we couldn't do this last week, but I think it was the right decision to call it off due to the snow. But it was great we were able to get, you know, a good site, you know, a good 9v9 or 8v9 or 9v8, whatever it was during the course of the day. Very enjoyable game. Thanks to Ross particularly, he managed to sort of encourage the likes of Greg and Joe to come and help. So thank you for thank you to Stoney for standing in as at the ref at the very last minute.
Nobody knows.
We noticed when he was talking to me like on the sideline. We should have a penalty while that was going on.
It was a very interesting way that you've encompassed the kind of the modern way of refereeing, when you went off for a VAR check towards the end of the second half. But I now know you was looking at old photos. But, thank you for keeping it all in order, which was great. And it's lovely to welcome Wally, Marsh, and Bob, as well as Stoney, who played for the Vets in the past. So lovely to see you. Thanks for coming, guys. Because today is one of my favourite days of the year. For 3 reasons. And before I get into that, by the way, we're actually filming this little sort of 10 minutes or so. Because the likes of Ibby, who's played for us all year, Kate Sue, sorry Joe, Ron, Nigel, you know, those sort of guys can't be here, unfortunately, today. So I don't know if you can just pan and get everyone in. My head of media.
Away from the camera, or say hello.
Say hello, Libby and the likes. So good man, 360. But I love this day for 3 reasons. Number 1, we get to remember Colin Willis, absolute club legend. He died in 2013. There's a photo of him in the cabinet, top left, with him and the cramp. And you know, Stoney was reminding me he played for the football Vets for about 10 seasons. I unfortunately never got to play football with Will, but I played a lot of cricket with him. And he was such fun to play cricket with.
No.
Ox, Bondy, myself, might be others that played a lot of cricket with him. He was twice our age, and yet he was more involved in the game than any of us, and he absolutely loved it. He loved the competition, he loved the camaraderie, and his favourite phrase, he liked to drink, and his favourite phrase was, "We gave him a bloody good idea." When we won.
He was a bloody nuisance.
It was when you were out. He said, "Why didn't you use your foul?" When you've been bowling.
You don't get out on those weekends. So. My second reason for loving today is because of Dave. Yeah, we sort of play this as a bit of a tradition now. You know, it's a club 11 against Dave's 11. Dave was probably the best sort of Cuaco captain I've played under. Turning a shambolic twos into a really sort of competitive, title challenging, cup winning side. Yachts was there with me. It created a really nice tight group.
I will buy you that pint then.
Is that too much?
We must have been on the way down.
Yeah. Probably. This is when I came in. And then he kept Cuaco Vets going, you know, from sort of taking over from Stoney. He looked after Cuaco Vets for a lot of years before handing down to me. So Dave, we missed you this season. You've not played all season, we've missed you, but lovely to see you. So, cheers very much. And thirdly, I love today because I get to wear my club blazer.
And your shorts.
I wear my shorts a lot, but my club blazer sits in the wardrobe 364 days a year. It comes out for a Cuaco day.
Yeah, but
so.
who lets you out?
His missus said, "Oh,
we're not filming Harry Potter anymore, are we?
I don't know how to do it. How do I do it?
Where's your owl?
So I'll move on to the review of the last 12 months. So since we were last here in this room, lots happened to Cuaco. Our season started in April. No football involved apart from going to watch Leeds United. Cuaco Vets Day out. It was all part of Bondi's 50th birthday. You might have contributed to this very day.
You're not 50, are you, Bondi?
unfortunately."
We went posh. We went into the hospitality suite. They served us up plates and plates and plates of food. Although I think it was Yorkshire tapas, because on each plate it was like a mini Yorkshire pudding with a little bit of gravy in, and it like straight in, and put the plate down. And then they brought another plate. It was like 3 little cocktail sausages, and you put it straight in, put the plate down. It's almost like in Yorkshire there's nothing else to do but just do the washing up.
We're having a word about this afterwards.
I've upset the legal bloke. So,
And all people from Yorkshire.
Holy sent Leeds United a little email to say, look, we're taking up this guy. He's just had his 50th birthday. Yeah, it'd be nice if you could make a fuss of him. So and then he sent a little reminder a little bit nearer the time to say, you know, we're taking this guy up. It'd be lovely if you make a bit of a fuss of him. So you know, in the suite before the game, Terry Yorth comes in. You remember Terry Yorth? Yeah. And some fat bloke who pretends to be Mel Sterland. and they did a few nice words and presented Rossi with a pen because it was his 50th. And because they fielded 2 emails, they then sort of said, oh yeah, and we've also got Ross who's 50. Come and get a pen. Not realising it was the same Ross Bond. But,
That's 2 speeches.
Did you know what to use it for?
so that was April.
What do I do with this?
In May, we sent a team of finely tuned athletes out to Lake Como in Italy to participate in the Wimbode competition. This is an invitational vets football competition played over 2 days, lots of sort of 15-minute halves, really quite tiring but good fun. And Holy was scrapping around for ages trying to get the right numbers to go along, sort of struggling for numbers. And unfortunately then, before we even got to Gatwick, we lost one. Ed Watson couldn't find his passport, so he was gone, we were down. And then...
To be fair to you, we drove everybody to the airport.
And then, bigger disaster, we had a goalkeeper who was in the taxi on his way to Gatwick, who'd forgotten to tell his wife that he was going away for 3 weeks. So he was touch and go until luckily Holy got hold of him and just said, "You're coming." And so he did, and apologised for the whole sort of few days away. But I understand we finished 6th out of about 12, which is pretty middle of the road. Ali McEwen was the star. Can't be here today, but I think is he going to Ali McEwen going?
I think so.
Yeah. In one game, he scored 4 goals in about 15 minutes, just jigging right people as Ali does. I suppose the only other good thing to report, Gatesy, after 2 years of disasters, came back from Wales with a broken arm. Didn't come back from Amsterdam because he'd lost his passport. 3rd time lucky, he returned safely. But it's only because Mrs. Gates went to meet him out in Milan to make sure he got home safe and well. So because we play in Europe now every year, we can talk about our domestic season. Quite different. Just to report, really, we played 16 games in the end of the season. We had 7 games that were postponed. We won 5, we drew 2, and we lost a lot. That's 9 we lost. Scoring 26, conceding 38. So 17 points in 16 games. It's a ratio of 1.06 points per game. In a 38 game season, that's 40.4 points. So we're up. If we're in the Premiership playing teams like Farnborough and Grafton, then yes, we would have ensured his safety for another season. So yeah, we'll be playing the same games next year, guys. So, but that's actually our 2nd lowest return in the last 5 years. Yeah, let's think about that. And let's get up for next season, guys.
Yes, Joe.
There we go. Yeah, Joe, you had a mare today. Lucky you scored that 1 goal. Was that a miss hit? So over those 16 games, we had 29. We used 29 players, and I think it was almost like a process of osmosis. I don't know if you remember osmosis in, I think it's science at school. I love it.
From a more concentrated solution to a less concentrated solution through a semi-permeable membrane.
Steve, can you point the camera?
Osmosis, that's when they're moving from a more concentrated solution to a less concentrated solution through a semi-permeable membrane.
Thank you very much.
He might be right. Does
that include mud? Does that include running through mud?
But through the process of osmosis, I kind of believe that there were 2 players that were ever present this season. I mean Bondi. I think Bondi. Of all the years I played with you, you've been ever present almost every year. Maybe not last season. Maybe there's been a couple of times you haven't, but generally been ever present. Fantastic. There was one other though, because Bondi went around bed quite quietly. You know, he just turns up. Whereas there was one other that really bragged about it. Really bragged about it. One week, it was February time. He said to me, look, I've got tickets to go and watch Timmy Mallet play live in Budapest. I can't play. I'm going to ruin my ever-present streak. I said, look, that doesn't matter. But then I phoned him a little later in the week and I said, look, the game's postponed. And he said, oh, itsy witsy teeny weeny yellow bugger pop bikini or whatever it is. Fantastic! My ever-present streak will continue. And I thought, well, if I'm going to big this guy up and say he was ever-present himself, I should really validate my records. So I went back through all my sort of records of the season, and I looked at the 30th of October 2017, and there was a big blank against this guy's name, and I thought, hang on, something's not quite right here. And I thought, I checked all my emails, and I wasn't sure. I checked the texts. And blow me down, 30th of October at 9 o'clock in the morning, I had a photograph. You know when you go on holiday and you're showing off to your mates, you're sitting on your sun lounger, just take a photo from there, don't you? And you got your feet in the photo, and there's a lovely lady there with bikini bottoms, and there's sand and there's sea and what have you. And
Very vivid.
And I knew it was him because most people have like a right foot and a left foot. In this photo, there were 2 left feet, toes all pointing that way. And it was like, good luck, lads. You know, I'm thinking of you in my Sunlander in Cos. So I'm going to dig him out. Jerry Cornell, if you didn't know this was about you, right? Wishing us luck on the day of the game doesn't count as an appearance, right? He wasn't good, he wasn't good. I chucked one in the own net that day. But 15 out of 16, not bad. Not bad. Also, shout out to Gulu, who played 12 times this season. Otts was 13. Jean-Henri was 13.
Did you get a number of minutes that he was on the field?
No, it's not that sophisticated. Toffee 13 games. And Ross Kanuki, I'm not sure because you've played a lot of games for us, but you've played for Grafton, you've played for I'm not sure. You played for Crofton, I think as well, so I'm not sure how many you played, but at least 13. So there we go. This next bit I actually did for Holy because he wants to know the top goal scorer. That's the most important thing for Holy, and he's not here. But I'm going to carry on anyway. This is in my script. Cornell, well no, not Cornell. The nearly ever-present guy, but not quite, scored 7. Ibby got 6. And the Beast got 3. So, Jerry, you were the top scorer this year. Unfortunately.
How did you give him that though, Jerry?
Unfortunately, Timpsons weren't doing a 2-for-1 offer, so there's no trophy. There's no trophy.
Chance conversion percentage.
But mate, if you want to take the Willis trophy home and look after it, you can.
It's too much.
I've noted down some highlights from the season. I didn't play every game, so there's probably more out there that we can talk about later. But the first game of the season was epic. We played away at Farnborough, always a very strong side. They played probably higher level of football than maybe some of us. They've always got stronger numbers. And they were all over us. The Sky stats were 90% possession to Farnborough. You know, we were just somehow we kept defending well. You know, and it was a fantastic game. We won it 1-0. Jean-Henri got the winner. So you know, just got to give that game a mention. But my favourite moment of the season was in about the 92nd minute of that game. We were just still begging the ref to blow the whistle. We had this new, I won't name him, but we had a sort of new base of the defence, and there he was. You know, it's that moment when the ball ran to maybe I'll give it away a little bit to our goaltender, and he kind of gave it that, like, I'm going to pick it up, but I'm going to waste a few seconds. And the forward kind of gave it, well, I'm not coming up to, you know, I'm not going to waste my time if you're just going to pick it up. So our goaltender sort of said, well, if you're not coming, then I'm not actually going to. And the forward said, well, I'm not actually. And our goalkeeper said, come on then, come on. And then the end, and then forward just got his foot to it. And there we are. No, sorry, this game, we had so much lady luck on our side. They were all over us. They hit the post, they hit the bar, they hit Ryan Segu's backside. They hit my hand on the penalty spot. They hit my arm on the penalty spot and rolled in, but the ref gave a penalty. They took the penalty, hit it straight at the goaltender. The goalie made some great saves. And here we were, our goalie. All he had to do was pick it up, and now the ball was just loose in our 6-yard box with their forward and Dave. Dave was scrabbling around on his hands and knees, and somehow he retained possession. I can't remember how. I was just with him.
It's always under control.
He wasted 10 more seconds, so that was great. Third highlight, I thought a heroic performance against New Eltham. Again, a really strong side, new fixture for us. Really, again, defended really well. Ross Bond had a stormer at right back, and I still think that's his position. One was just classic. And for me, perhaps, I don't know, I said that was the best moment with Dave at Farnborough, but best for me is the fact that we have a clean sheet mentality within our team now. We turn up and we compare washing powders, we compare fabric softeners, and I think we really do change our sheets when we get a clean sheet. That's the important thing. Unfortunately, we've not had one since the 3rd of December, so we're all living in and finally, the final highlights. He didn't say much about it, but this man here, who's head of media today, Steve Busfield, made his 600th appearance during this season. He just mentioned it from side, so I think we should. Good work, good work. So that's the main bit. I just really wanted to go on to some thanks really. Jim, our ref, who's unfortunately not here today, has looked after us this season. It's sure fair play. So just wanted to mention Jim really. It's been a real, and I think he plays it to enjoy as well, and that's really important. So thanks to Jim. But also a bigger thanks to Stoney. Stoney is the Paul Burrell to my Lady Diana. He does all that stuff we take for granted. He sorts out the fixtures, he sorts out the ref. When we're not sure if it's going to be on or off, he provides all that. Stoney, thank you very much for everything.
Thanks, Stoney.
There's a rumour going around you might be moving house, Stoney. So we just always just club together to get you a little token, a little appreciation of our fans. We hope that comes in. We hope that comes in handy.
Oh yeah.
We're full door now.
We won't change it now. Somewhere it's over there.
While we're on thank yous, just want to thank Ron. No, he's not here, but he might see us on YouTube. Yes, he's one of your favourites, Ross. He's taken on some on-field duties, which has been really, really good. Really helps out, giving me a bit of a rest. So thanks, Ron. And I would thank Ots and Jerry for looking after one particular game. I understand it was a little bit like having a chuckle run. It's like having a Chuckle Brothers running the team. It was a 6-goal thriller, but we didn't get any that time.
So we had our formation salty before I changed it.
I think we chose
We said to us, we've got an idea. He said, don't even think about it.
So there we go. And finally, on thanks, I want to thank Toff for his match reports. Sorry, mate, you're footballing what? But I was having another review of some of Toff's literary goals this week, and I've come up with two. Two that I picked out. One was a headline. It was from the Farnborough game that we were under attack. And his headline was, because John Henry scored the winner, his headline was, Henry Hoover's up, hard-fought win. That's fantastic. And there was another little excerpt of the report where we scored, I think it had been disallowed. But I can't start mid-sentence. So he said, lovely finish from Gulu. After a clever step over from Garrard, adding credence to the theory that Garrard is most effective when he doesn't try to hit the ball. So cheers, mate. And there's so many of those. You must don't read them. He only reads them when we win, so there's only been about 5 this year. When he does it, he's really, really good. On a serious note, I'm conscious of squad numbers. Always have been, really. I suppose when we look at the demographics of those that have played this year, there's a lot of us that are 50 plus, which is fine in the short term, and that's what Cuaco Vets is all about. You play until you're finished. But it's not but it's not sustainable long term. And you know, I just really want to flag that I feel that the future is in all our hands really, to really sort of, you know, talk to people and find out who might be interested in playing for us. You know, John and Soph particularly have done quite a lot in the last couple of years to bring some of the South Bank guys over. But I think it's down to all of us to find out who might be interested and try and drag them along. I suppose particularly we're looking for guys in their 40s, you know, that we can perhaps hand the club onto. And also looking for reserve goalie, you know, for when Dave can't make it. Joe, I thought did a good job today for the Yellows. It's a fine balance, you know. Some weeks we're pretty short, and some weeks we're oversubscribed. So it's kind of knowing who might be available and then pouncing when we really need. So I'm conscious that, you know, I'm prepared to organise the team for another year, but I'm also open, you know, if there's anyone out there that feels that they're in a better position to take on the side, then I'm happy to have a conversation. Perhaps it doesn't have to be in the next sort of 5 minutes or the next year. It's perhaps just working out where the club goes in the future. So, you know, I just really wanted to flag that up. Also looking ahead, 2019 is actually a centenary year for the Cuaco Club. Holy is perhaps Mr. Centenary. He's already and he's already sort of flagged it with the Wimbo organisers that he wants, you know, that he's volunteering us to host the Wimbo tournament, this invitational events, you know, played over a couple of days in May, you know, to host that in 2019. So Holy and Ran, I think, will be organising that, and that's great. But I think, you know, many hands make light work. So we might be asking for a bit of assistance, everyone's doing their little bit to help, not only perhaps over the couple of days, but leading up to it as well. But there'll be more on that as we get nearer to it. And more short term, of course, you know, there's a squad of finely-tuned athletes going out to Holland again in May for the Wimbo this year. So Ross, I know you're there, Stevie, Holy's going. I'm not sure else is going, but, you know, guys, good luck. You know, do the club proud. And then a date for your diary, September 16th, 2018. It's probably Farnborough away, to be confirmed. But we had 2 great games against them this year. So get it in your diaries, and we'd love to get a really strong squad to give them another good game this year. All right. So that's it really. That just leads to the more formal part of the occasion, is to present Player of the Year. So, Stoney, you're going to present. I was just going to give a little bit of a. What we need to do is show them all Ron's a good otherwise, you'll. So there were 15 of us who played 8 games or more this year. So I invited all of them to vote 1, 2, 3 for Player of the Year. Stoney is our adjudicator. The results are in. He's counted them all up. And so we've got yeah, we're almost ready. We're almost ready. What we've got is a trophy for the winner, but we'd like the 3rd and 2nd place to come up, shake their hands, and get a round of applause. So in 3rd place goes to you read no, but it goes to the top club man. Yeah. The guy that apologises for every goal. We're talking about the same people. Huh? So the 3rd place goes to a previous winner, runner-up from last year. The guy that destroys bin bags for fun. He's our own Duracell battery. He's Robert. Hey. That's all you get, mate.
I don't do it for the glory.
In second place, as guys at top clubman, he apologises for every goal that we concede, even when he's not playing. He really does wash his sheets when we have a clean sheet. Toff. Oh, no.
There's a reason he has to apologise.
Well done, mate.
So the winner of the 2017-2018 Player of the Year is a guy who brings the calmness to the back five most of the time, unless it's in the 92nd minute. He wears his Disco Stew shirts every week. He's solid as a rock. He's
Otto!
So that ends the formal proceedings. Please drink and be merry.
I'd like to take the opportunity of thanking Mike Rogers at OD. That fellow behind the bar there.
Take a bell.
He's a great help to us, I tell you. You know the favours he does us. He's going to go anywhere else.
The bill's on the way.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Three colleagues here from days gone by. They don't look too bad, actually.
You think about making guns out
You don't look too bad yourself.
If you need any guides to refereeing, I'm quite available to sign. Thank also this man. He's
Well done, Crump.
Cheers, guys. Well done. See you in September.
Please.
Cheers, Crumpy. That's amazing.
Need to go for tennis.